So today we are going to learn a very important chapter of your competitive exam, that is simple interest and compound interest. This chapter carry a good weightage in your examination and you can expect some questions from this chapters. Here I am going to tell you a lot of simple things to remember in this formula or in this chapter. The first thing is simple interest. What is simple interest? Simple interest means basically the interest which is constant throughout your journey is called as simple interest. And what is compound interest? Compound interest is an instant which changes with period of time is called compound interest. So remember that compound interest changes with period. Okay, and simple interest remain constant. Okay, it depend upon the amount. Okay, and here it depend upon time as well. Both depend upon time, but basically the interest rate in compound interest will be more as compared to simple interest. Suppose if you invest 1,000 rupees in a bank, if you invest it in simple interest, you will get less money than what you can get with compound interest. If you invest it with compound interest, you will get higher returns. So this is the benefit of compound interest. So always remember, whenever you go to bank, so bank always charge you on the basis of compound interest. Okay, that's why they get higher amount or returns from you. So this is the basic concept. Then comes to formula. The formula for simple interest is P into R into T upon 100. This formula we have learned since ninth standard, right? So this is a simple formula. And for compound interest, the formula is P equal to not P, that is compound interest, okay? Not amount, compound interest. Or we have to find first amount, that is P1 plus R by 100 raised to n, where R is rate of interest, P is principal, and n is the number of years. From this you will get amount, and when you separate principal from amount, you will get compound interest. So basically by this formula you can find out. But today I am going to tell you some tricks in order to find these answers. Okay, so don't worry. So the first trick that I am going to tell you is of compound interest. So suppose if a person told you that 1,000 rupees is invested for 2 years at a rate of 10%, find out the compound interest. So what you generally do, P1 plus R raised to 100 raised to n equal to a. Then you solve this, you find a value, whatever it comes, 1210. Then you will separate it from the principal. You separate principal from it, then you will get compound interest. So you invest lot of time in doing this, right? Instead of that, just remember a small formula that I am telling you. It is a plus b plus ab upon 100. So this is interest on first year, this is interest on second year. Okay, this how you need to calculate. So first year 10, second year also 10, and 10 into 10, that is 100. So this after solving 21. So 21% you have to find out of the amount. So amount is 1,000 rupees or principal is 1,000 rupees. So 1,000 into 21 by 100, when you do, you will get 210. So this will be the compound interest. Directly you can find out by this formula. So what is the benefit of this formula? If first year they tell you the interest rate is 10%, second year 15%, third year 30%, you can simply find out by this. Okay, because if you go with the traditional method or formula based method, when it comes at 3, then the calculation become very lengthy. So you have to do like this. Okay, for 3 years what you have to do, if I say first year for 3 years 10% interest, so you have to solve a plus b plus ab by 100 by this small formula you have to solve. So first year 10%, second year also 10, and third year also 10. So first two you have to solve this two. So assume this as A and this is B. So after solving this, 10 plus 10 plus 10 into 10 upon 100, what you get? You get 21. So this 21, this new 21 will become as A now, and this 10 remaining of third year is become B now. After solving this, you will get the interest for third year also, or the total interest of the compound interest which you need to be found after 3 years. So A is 21 plus B is 10 plus 21 into 10 upon 100. So after that, this comes out to be 31 plus 21 into 210 upon this comes out to be 2.1. So this comes out to be 33.1. So the answer is 33.1. Very simple. So this how you need to calculate the compound interest. Now comes to the simple interest part. In examination, if they ask you simple interest, so they will basically ask you on the basis of time frame, because here you know that in years he will never give you. He will give you like months. Okay, 2 years, 6 months, right? 3 years, 3 months. So you have to convert this in this t into proper form. So you know that 2 plus 6 months is what? 1 by 2. So you can simply solve this. This comes out to be 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 is the time period. And here 3 years plus 3 months. So 3 plus 3 months is what? In a year, how many months are there? 12. 3 by 12, this comes out to be 1 by 4. So this comes out to be 13 by 4. This is the time period. Okay. This how you need to find the time period in simple interest. So let's see the questions so that you get more idea about the type of question that comes in your examination. Thank you.